Hi, everybody. Welcome to Baseball Discourse. Well, when Major League Baseball put this wild card format together, this is what MLB had in mind the week coming up. It is going to be a wild week for Major League Baseball, the final week of the regular season, and it's going to go down to the wire. I mean, take a look at what's happening. Detroit is at Cleveland. The Detroit Tigers were ready to stamp their ticket to the World Series. Forget just the postseason. They had the best record in baseball. They had Tariq Skubal. They had a tremendous pitching staff. Now they might not even make the playoffs as the Guardians have gotten red hot and host the Tigers in a big three-game series, trailing Detroit by just one game. The Tigers could go from having the best record in baseball to not making the postseason. So you've got that series coming up. And then after Detroit plays Cleveland, the Tigers go to Boston, a huge three-game series at Fenway. Then you've got the Red Sox at Toronto. The Blue Jays are the only team in the American League that is qualified for the postseason. They haven't won the division yet. They have just a two-game lead over the Yankees. But you've got a situation where the Red Sox have to keep their playoff hopes alive by beating the Blue Jays. But in doing so, they help the Yankees, their arch rivals, perhaps win the division. The Yankees go home. They play 3 against the White Sox, 3 against the Orioles. How about the Mets? Second highest payroll in all of baseball. Juan Soto, signed by the Mets during the offseason. They might not make the playoffs. If the season ended today, obviously it doesn't, but if it did, they wouldn't make the playoffs because they're tied with Cincinnati for the final wild card spot, and the Reds win the tiebreaker. Then you've got Pittsburgh at Cincinnati. So while the Mets are playing the Cubs, and the Cubs have already made the playoffs, but you know they are going to be loaded for bear, pardon the pun, going up against their arch rivals, the Mets. They'd love to derail the Mets' playoff chances. You've got the Mets playing the Cubs, but then you've got Pittsburgh at Cincinnati, and don't dismiss the Pirates. I mean, the Pirates have been spoilers. You can make a strong case they were the team that started the Tigers into their tailspin when they swept the Tigers late in August. This is what baseball had in mind with this wild card format. Oh, and did I mention the National League West hasn't been decided yet? The Dodgers are going to the postseason again, but that Western Division crown hasn't been decided yet. Big race between the Dodgers and the Padres. And then you've got the American League West, where seemingly Seattle has everything wrapped up. What they've done has been enormous, particularly against the Astros, and now the Astros are battling for their playoff life. It's wild. This is what Major League Baseball had in mind when it put this wild card system together, and this is why MLB wants to add 2 more teams to the playoff chase, go from 12 to 14, and you know that will be part of the conversation when it comes to the labor negotiations with the Players Association. But that said, enjoy this week. In a sense, baseball's postseason has already begun with this wild card week coming up. That's going to do it for Baseball Discourse. I'm Dan Lovallo. See you later.